Welcome to a brand new Los Angeles rant that goes nowhere.
It's finally over. Thank God.
I'm just glad I refused to watch the show.
Alright, so I'm going to talk about Star Trek Picard.
I sat down to watch the final episode and then started yelling at the screen.
I think it's fair to say that Patrick Stewart's long-awaited return to his most iconic role wasn't exactly the roaring success that CBS and Alex Kurtzman were hoping for.
I mean, the most distracting thing I think on this show is the fact that Starfleet headquarters or Federation headquarters or whatever the fuck it is literally the Anaheim Convention Center.
I know that all you fuckers aren't familiar with it.
Two guys live in the UK in this little group we have here. One lives in Washington and the other one's from the center of the earth, so
You guys don't really know what the fuck you're talking about when it comes to, like, location.
but I'll just let you know this.
Federation headquarters is Anaheim Convention Center. In fact, Dodge's or...
The first Data daughter who dies from the Romulans, right?
That's literally the roof of the Anaheim Convention Center.
I know this because back in January when I went to NAMM and I had to put my makeup on because they didn't allow makeup in the fucking convention, I had to go there on that exact fucking roof to put my fucking face on.
What the fuck?
So yeah, I kind of know what I'm talking about. And yeah, to any of the SJWs who want to say Star Trek's always been political,
Yes, they were political, but they were non-biased.
they didn't take a side.
In fact, if Beyond and Discovery killed this franchise, then Picard resurrected its decaying corpse, bent it over a table, and had its way with it, using the teddy bear from my Doctor Who analogy.
And I'm left asking the question, what was all that about?
So Nemesis is canon, so is the supernova that wiped out Romulus in the Abrams movie. Abrams movie's canon. I mean, not that this is the alternate timeline, because
The story was just so derivative, banal, and poorly executed.
They didn't take a side.
Okay? I mean, yeah, fuck Trump.
Hey, fuck Trump people.
I mean, literally, fuck them. But when it comes to making entertainment,
Take no fucking side.
sides, because you're just propaganda and you're proving the other side right.
Riddle me this, Batman and Catwomen. What's the one thing on Earth these assholes could show us that would be worse than anything we've seen on Star Trek Picard?
Captain's log, and we're all out of beer, and we drank the last Tonya, met a light year from here. Now the crew's getting restless, and my throat's getting dry. If we don't resupply, say we all gonna die.
I mean, the fact that, like, in Discovery, you made Klingons basically the alt-right and made them look like orcs when they're not orcs.
And it's a real shame, because for a while, Picard was touted as the show that was going to save Star Trek after the increasingly disastrous movies and the expensive waste of time.
Starfleet's pretty much like S.H.I.E.L.D., where S.H.I.E.L.D. was invaded by Hydra, and everyone's dicks now.
Never again kill somebody just because it's what they deserve.
Assimilate me, dominate me.
I mean, it's just incredible. All this really positive character development, isn't it? I mean, after all the time she spent on Voyager regaining her humanity, Janeway was coaching her as a mentor to kind of find the good in the world, to rediscover who she was, and this is what they do to her. They utterly vandalized her character. Despite having no scenes together alone in the entire season, Raffi and Seven of Nine are now lesbian lovers by the end. Completely out of left field. Like, I'm not even making that up.
It just felt like it came at 100 miles an hour.
So some idiot who doesn't understand that you can't clone a machine goes ahead and clones a machine, creating a clone of Data's brain that remarkably isn't at all like Data's brain, since it has none of his memories, can feel emotions, and can use contractions.
In fact, I like to think the creative process went something like this.
Alex, we love your pitch, but we're slightly concerned that no one's going to care about this show.
Nah, it'll be fine. All we need is a hook. Let's just throw in some classic Star Trek characters.
You mean like Captain Kirk and the original crew?
Nah, we've done that already. Plus, the original actors are too old, and the new movie ones are too expensive. I know, what about the next generation? None of them are doing much these days.
That's not bad. People love TNG, right?
Exactly. We'll use them in little cameos so we can dupe people into thinking this is a TNG reunion, but we'll keep their involvement in actual events to a minimum so we don't have to restructure the story too much, because that would require hard work and creativity.
I love it. But we need Patrick Stewart. He's the one people really care about, and he already said he doesn't want to do Trek anymore.
Nah, it'll be fine. We'll just throw a shit ton of money at him and pitch it like he's going to be the centerpiece of the entire show. We'll even call it Star Trek Picard, and we'll give him some bullshit creative control in his contract. I mean, that worked great for Nemesis, right? Remember the Dune buggy chase?
Yeah, we sure do. Great work as always, Alex. Keep up the good work.
A thing I do find strange is that they say fuck in here. I don't know why I find it so weird. You know, I don't give a fuck. You say whatever you want. I don't care about curse words. But I do care about continuity of universe. And that's new to Star Trek. And it feels different, you know? Like James T. Kirk is like, oh, those colorful metaphors.
That's simply the way they talk in the 20th century. People don't notice you. You don't stand out in the crowd unless you swear every couple words.
Sheer fucking hubris.
The cussing I don't mind because I'm a vulgar fuck myself, so fuck you. Oh, and finally, I'm going to tell you this. If any of you fuckers met Alex Kurtzman, I can vouch for it, because at Anarchy Convention Center, Starfleet headquarters, I met the fucker by accident. I was at I was leaving one panel, and I also was really high because I had THC coconut oil so I can drink again.
Long story.
I was really high, and they built that new, section at the convention center. Like I said, I know my fucking area. And I wanted to take a shortcut because I had to get to another meeting at the other side. And so I had to pee as a security guard where I could go, so the security let me cut through. And then I run into Alex Kurtzman, and he's about to call security on me when I'm trying to cut through. Mind you, I have a professional badge. I am a pro. I'm an unprofessional professional, but I'm a pro.
So yeah, Alex Kurtzman's the type of guy who doesn't give a fuck who you are. He'll call security on you because he's just a paranoid little bitch.
Go fuck yourself.
And I mean it from both creatively and also because I met the fucker and he's a fucking asshole.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. Cause I don't fucking